Those are the real stats. There's the real pandemic, as you can see. CEO Randall Stephenson talking to Brian Stelter. See it? He's talking about communications infrastructure paying off during a time of national boom. Okay, the AT&T CEO is talking to Brian Stelter on CNN. He owns CNN. He says in this article I found that this is like World War II. Not three, World War II. He's talking about, investments, communication, infrastructure paying off. During a time of national crisis like this. And what's in that video, I cut it out, there's 3 questions, but I took the second question and just a piece of the last question. This Brian dude asked, I don't pay attention to too many people. Even Fox News, you just take a picture of your whole screen, it's just coronavirus, is it coronavirus? I thought it was coronavirus. Like a Roman name, coronavirus shall rule over you. Maybe I got something there accidentally, I don't know. But watch the video and pay close attention to the repeats I made of it. It can be seen as funny, but it's not. So, you want to get the mark of the beast or stay away from the mark of the beast, all that stuff. This is a dot that connect to that type of thing being taken over. And to put power like surveillance and all that into the hands of one person or one place, one government. It's the sci-fi movie I've been waiting for from Jesus.
I wonder if you've thought about how this is going to change our world after this pandemic. Is this going to be the new normal? Are we all going to be working from home? Have you thought about that?
We've thought about this a lot, and in fact, I think it's going to cause every business to evaluate how they do business. Does this give us comfort and confidence that technology can actually prove to be a great enabler of communication and allowing people to do work from home, childcare and work at the same time? I think when we come out of this is exactly what we're going to see. And Brian, this is one of the reasons that AT&T, we're doing everything in our power to shore up our balance sheet and make sure we continue investing through this process. Because when we come out of this, and the United States will come out of this, we should come out with maintaining leadership in communications technology. This is a competitive advantage for our country for a long time. And we think we should come out of this crisis continuing to invest in 5G, new technologies, and leading the world. And we think we should come out of this crisis continuing to invest in 5G, new technologies, and leading the world. And we think we should come out of this crisis continuing to invest in 5G, new technologies, and leading the world. And we think we should come out of this crisis continuing to invest in 5G, new technologies, and leading the world. And we think we should come out of this crisis continuing to invest in 5G, new technologies, and leading the world. And we think we should come out of this crisis continuing to invest in 5G, new technologies, and leading the world.
What's it like for you to own a news division? How are you approaching owning CNN in this period?
Brian, a lot of the business leaders, and myself particularly, we're looking at this as a time of war. This is like World War II. And everybody needs to step up and do their part in terms of how we help the general population and the general public. The general population. And I see the press as vital in a time like this, in a time of war, to make sure that our people are informed, to make sure that our politicians have a means of communicating, to hold people accountable, people in power, whether it be CEOs like me or politicians, to hold people accountable during these times. And
The flu is unbelievable. It's killing all kinds of people. I can't get that off my mind. 144 children, pediatric age. Not a word from the media. So the media's involved in all this. This is CNN. I never watch it. I just type some stuff in. Next thing you know, boom. I have AT&T, and I'm under their control. I do whatever they tell me to fucking do.